Hello student, I am Deepa Chandra, faculty member and coordinator at Mount Literacy School Jhansi. I am going to take another session for class 11 computer science. It will be the part of chapter number 2 data representation. The topic that we are going to cover is number system. Quantities are measured, monitored, recorded, manipulated automatically, observed, or in some other way utilized in most physical systems. In digital systems like computers, the quantities are represented by symbols called digits. Many number systems are in use in digital technology that represent the digits in various forms. But the most common are decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal systems. First of all, decimal number system. This system is composed of 10 symbols, 10 numerals. These are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is altogether 10 numerals or 10 symbols. Any of the number in this number system is formed with the help of these 10 symbols only. The decimal system also called the base 10 system because it has 10 digits in it. The decimal system is a positional value system in which the value of a digit depends upon its position. For example, 729. 7 represents 7 hundredths, 2 represents 2 tenths, and 9 represents 9 units. Here, 7 is the most significant digit and 9 is the least significant digit. Next is binary number system. As we know that computer cannot work upon decimal number system because it is very difficult to design electronic equipments so that it can work upon 10 different voltage levels, where each level represents one decimal symbol. On the other hand, it is very easy to design simple, accurate electronic circuit that operates with only two voltage levels, high and low, or maybe the presence of electricity and absence of electricity. In a binary number system, there are only two symbols or two possible digit values, which are 0 and 1. So, any number is formed with the help of various combinations of zeros and 1. This is base 2 system and it can represent any quantity that can be represented in decimal or other number system. This binary system is also a positional value system wherein each binary digit has its own value or weightage expressed as the power of 2. The third number system is octal number system. It is very important in digital computer work. The octal number system has base of 8, meaning that it has 8 unique symbols: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So, each digit of an octal number can have only values from 0 to 7. The sequence of octal number goes as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and after that 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and so on. Means any of the number may have 0 to 7 symbols only, not after that. The fourth number system is hexadecimal number system. It is very interesting number system. It has base 16. It means it will use 16 symbols. And for these 16 symbols, we use digits from 7 to 9, plus after that we use 6 alphabets also, A, B, C, D, E and F. It means for all 16 symbols, first 10 symbols will be 0 to 9, and for rest of the 6 symbols we are going to use alphabets A to F. So altogether 16 digit symbols to represent any of the number in hexadecimal number system. Very much similar to other number system, hexadecimal number system is also a positional value system wherein each hexadecimal digit has its own value or weight expressed as a power of 16 only. Now let us have a comparative study between these four number systems: hexadecimal, octadecimal and binary. Binary number, if we look into, any of the combination has only zeros and 1. Every number which is used in decimal number system is represented in binary number system with the help of zeros and 1. If we look into octal number system, we have seen that up to 7 it is similar, but as soon as in decimal number system it goes to 8, its equivalent in octal number system is 10. Very much similarly, if in decimal number system we go from 9 to 10, its equivalent in hexadecimal number system is A, then B and C. So now in this session we have studied all four number systems that we use commonly. Now this is the time for brain exercise. I'm here with another puzzle. You have to solve it. Hopefully you can solve it. And thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next session of the lecture.